from that point too. I mean, the 3 lead per day training shifted my mindset in a major way, just understanding, the way that the internet, the way that Google works and what marketing is,
Dude, I kind of want to dive into mindset stuff now. So we'll kind of wrap a little bit of the lead gen side into a bow, right? We talked about how he got started. We talked about where his first leads came from, why he's really dove in and committed to online in a big way, and how Carrot's helping him, how he's closing those those leads and deals at a much higher rate than other stuff. Actually, let me dive into that really quick. Then we'll do mindset. So on the Carrot side, dude. You guys obviously do well. You could go get a custom site. You guys could go do that stuff. We have so many of the top investors that have the custom site and they end up coming to us because of performance and all that kind of stuff. But why did you choose Carrot early on? Why do you stay with Carrot now? And kind of what has Carrot helped you do in your business?
Sure. So first website I bought a Real Flow site, right? $50 a month. I'm like, let's give this a shot. And I saw a little activity, and I think this was right where you guys were, right before like the peak, right? Where Carrot was kind of just up and running. You guys were building momentum, starting to be seen as a credibility, not quite an authority figure, but with the constant, ebb and flow, getting your team out there and stuff. I think Adrian Nez was the first person that I saw, marketing Carrot. Carrot's amazing, this and that. And I ended up early on, I'd say a month or two after using Real Flow, giving Carrot a shot because I saw a lot of people talking about it, right? And I think Brent Moreno, who was actually my old business partner, was on Carrot, and he's just telling me about structuring his business. And I'll say he's been a good mentor for me. He's always kind of had a step ahead, if you will. Right. And him and Max Maxwell go way back. They were like best friends before any of them got into real estate. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. They were both in like marketing and Fortune 500 type of stuff. So anyways, he was on Investor Carrot and, he was always really adamant about the quality of the site, and everything. So I took a leap, dove in, and just the trainings and the backend resources that you guys had to offer. I mean, I was hungry, waiting tables at night all day long. I was just sitting on my computer and I was learning and implementing. So seeing the growth from there, again, it's just incredible. And seeing your team grow, I think it seems like every single year you guys double the amount of employees because, just...
It's awesome. Crazy, man. Like I can tell you, and I've talked about it a lot, but going into Carrot, I didn't want a bunch of employees. I thought maybe 5 or 6 people. And as of recording this, we have 31 full-time employees, and we'll be, within 4 weeks, we'll be 35 full-time employees. And incredible. So it's a different ballgame, man. And I think I'll toss it back over to you on the Carrot side, and then we'll move into mindset, because I think we both got some things to talk about with mindset. But it took a massive mindset shift to move from, I think that having a bunch of employees equals less freedom, less flexibility, to now me on the other side. I'm like, that was all just a line of BS that I was buying from people who hadn't done that successfully. And then you look at companies who had built teams successfully that gave them true freedom. And you look at Richard Branson, who the dude has like the ultimate freedom. He's the billionaire that other billionaires want to become. He's got a gazillion, might literally be a million, I don't know, employees, tons of businesses, and he has the freedom he has because he set it up the way he has with the right team. So I'll get off that soapbox. We can get back to it later, but back to the Carrot side of it. So our team was growing and stuff like that. When did you go, man? Okay, yes, this tool is for me. I'm sticking with it. After you started to dig into stuff.
The moment I got on the back end. Well, first it was super user friendly, right? You could plug and play everything from the get. But as soon as I got a taste of some of the resources on the back end, and I know you've grown exceedingly from that point too. I mean, the 3 lead per day training shifted my mindset in a major way, just understanding, the way that the internet, the way that Google works and what marketing is. I don't think a lot of us understand truly what marketing is. In its simplest form, you're attracting the people that you do want into the pipeline and detracting everyone that you don't want, right? But just, I will say the back end resources, man, and a lot of the trainings allowed me to have a better understanding on what is marketing, right? Because at the end of the day, it's what we do is less about real estate and more to be with being an expert marketer.
Yep. No, for sure. I love it.